It vanished into the darkness. No distress call, no radar trace, no wreckage found for days. 228 lives disappeared over the Atlantic. What really happened to Air France Flight 447? It was the night of May 31, 2009. Air France Flight 447 prepared for its long-haul journey from Rio de Janeiro to Paris. The aircraft, an Airbus A330-200, was carrying 216 passengers and 12 crew members, families, business travelers and tourists excited to return home. At 7:29 p.m. local time, Flight 447 took off. For several hours, it flew without incident. But as it crossed the equator into the intertropical convergence zone, a region notorious for intense storms, the plane met severe weather. Lightning, turbulence and towering clouds surrounded the aircraft. At 1:35 a.m. Universal Time Coordinated, Air France 447 sent its final automated data transmission. And then, silence. No voice contact. No emergency signal. Just, gone. An international search began. 4 days there was nothing. No wreckage, no bodies, only the vast, cold Atlantic. Families waited in agony. The world demanded answers. On June 6, debris was finally discovered, 370 miles off Brazil's coast. Over the next weeks, 50 bodies and pieces of the aircraft were recovered. But the mystery remained: why did a modern Airbus vanish from the sky? In an extraordinary feat, investigators recovered the flight data and cockpit voice recorders in May 2011, 2 years after the crash, from a depth of nearly 13,000 feet. The data revealed a chilling truth. Icing in the pitot tubes caused the aircraft's speed sensors to fail. The autopilot disengaged. In the dark and confusion, the co-pilot reacted incorrectly, pulling the nose up instead of stabilizing the descent. The plane stalled and fell from the sky for 3.5 minutes, unnoticed until impact. All 228 lives were lost, victims of technology failure, poor training and human error. Most passengers never knew what was happening. The tragedy of Flight 447 shook the aviation world. Training for high-altitude stall recovery was overhauled. Pitot tube design was upgraded. And search procedures in remote oceans were revolutionized. Today, memorials in Brazil and France honor the passengers and crew. Their story is a haunting reminder of how even in the age of modern aviation, the skies can still be unforgiving. This was the story of Air France Flight 447, a silent descent into the Atlantic, and a tragedy that changed aviation forever.